Hello students, welcome to grade 11 mathematics class, which is unit 6, a transformation of a plane. Under transformation of a plane, there are different types. The one is rigid transformation. Under rigid transformation, the one is rotation. So we'll try to cover these points. What is rotation? It's one of transformation that is rigid transformation. So how we can determine rotation through the origin about an angle theta when the center of rotation is the origin. Similarly, we'll try to compute rotation through the point AB about angle theta when the center of rotation is A, B. How we can compute or how we can find the image of a given point, a given line and a given circle. So, rotation of a plane, we can consider this figure. So image of a triangle after rotation is a triangle. So from this statement we can understand that rotation is a type of transformation which is called rigid. A rigid transformation implies it transforms a given plane to equivalent plane figure. So this triangle, after rotating through 90 degrees, the two triangles have the same dimension. So the only difference after rotation is the position. And similarly, the image of a circle after rotation is a circle. The same is true for the above reason. If we rotate this circle either in clockwise or counterclockwise direction, the image of a circle after rotation is also a circle, because rotation is a rigid transformation which preserves distance. So now, if we state rotation in this form, let's see how we can compute the image of a point, the image of a straight line, and the image of a circle after rotating through the origin and through a point A, B at an angle theta. So, rotation when the center of rotation is about the origin. Here, if the center of rotation is the origin, how we can find the image? Let R be rotation through angle theta about the origin. So rotation of xy through angle theta, if we let it is x prime, y prime, then x prime in terms of x, y and an angle theta is expressed by x cos theta minus y sine theta, and y prime equals to x sine theta plus y cos theta. So to find the image of a point, we can use this, and also to find the image of a straight line, we can use this formula. Similarly, to find image of a circle after it is rotating through the origin. So let's practice using example. Now find the image of a point 0, 3 when it is rotated through 60 degrees about the origin. Now we have this point, a point x, y equals to 0, 3, and the center of rotation is the origin, and an angle theta equals to 60 degrees. So what could be image of x and y? So x prime is given by x cos theta minus y sine theta. That is x prime equals to, what is x? It is 0 sine of, so x prime equals to x cos theta minus y sine theta. So x prime equals to, x is now 0, then cos 60 degrees minus y, that is 3 sine of 60 degrees. Now 0 times cos 60 degrees is 0, so x prime equals to minus 3 times sine of 60 degrees. What is the value of sine of 60? It is the square root of 3 over 2. So x prime equals to minus 3, the square root of 3 over 2. Similarly, y prime equals to x sine theta, then plus y cos theta. So we can also find y prime using this formula. So y prime equals to x is 0, then sine of 60 degree, then plus 3 times cos 60 degree. Therefore, y prime equals to 0 times 60 degree is 0, 3 times cos 60 degree. That is 3 times cos 60 is 1 over 2, so times 1 over 2, which is 3 over 2. Therefore, image of a point 0, 3 after it is rotated through 60 degree about the origin is the image of a point 0, 3 is minus 3 the square root of 3 over 2, 3 over 2. So we can find the image of any point in this way when it is rotated through an angle theta about the origin. About the origin implies when the center of rotation is the origin. Then example 2, find the image of the line y equals to 2x plus 1 when it is rotated through 90 degree. Here, the center of rotation is not given, so if we consider the center of rotation is the origin, let the center of rotation, the center of rotation is the origin, that's 0, 0. So if the center of rotation is 0, 0, and to find the image of a line y equals to 2x plus 1 when it is rotated through 90 degree or through any angle theta, the technique, take any arbitrary points on a given line, then find the image of that points, then using the image of that points we'll find the equation of a line. So let's see how to determine the image of this line. The one, if x equals to 0, the value of y is 1. When we substitute x equals to 0, so y equals to 2 times 0 plus 1. That is 0, 1 is a point on this line. So let's find the image of this point. Image of this point, that is x prime equals to x cos theta minus y sine theta. So x prime equals to x, here it is 0 cos 90 degree minus y is 1, then sine of 90 degree. Then hereafter x prime equals to 0 times cos 90 is 0, 1 minus sine 90, that sine 90 is 1, so it is minus 1. Similarly, y prime equals to x sine of 90 degree plus y cos 90 degree. This is the formula, so let's substitute. So y prime equals to x is 0, then sine of 90 is 1 plus y is 1, then times cos 90 is 0. So y prime equals to 0. Therefore, the image of 0, 1 is minus 1, 0. Good. Because x prime is minus 1 and y prime is 0. This is a 1 point. In similar technique, we'll find another point. Let x be 1. So at x equals to 1, what will be the value of y? So if we substitute 1 in place of x, it will be 2 times 1 plus 1. So the value of y is 3. So in the same technique, we'll find the image of this point. That is x prime and y prime. So x prime equals to x times cos 90 degree minus y times sine of 90 degree. We have this formula, so x prime equals to 1 times cos 90 degree minus 3 times sine of 90 degree. Here x prime equals to cos 90 degree is 0 minus 3 times sine 90 degrees. The value of sine 90 is 1. So x prime equals to 1 times 0, that's 0, minus 3 times 1, that is minus 3. And similarly, what is y prime? So y prime equals to x sine theta, that is x sine 90 degree, then plus y cos 90 degree. Therefore, y prime equals to x is 1. So 1 times sine of 90 degree, then plus 3 times cos 90 degree. The value of cos 90 is 0. So y prime equals to 1 times sine 90, that's 1. So the image of 1, 3 is, therefore, minus 3, 1. The image of 0, 1 is minus 1, 0. And the image of another point 1, 3, which is on the line, is minus 3, 1. So using these 2 pointers, we can find the equation of a line. We can find the equation of a line in different forms. The one is equation of a line when 2 points are given. So using these 2 points, minus 1, 0 and minus 3, 1, we can find the equation of a line. We can find the slope first. So we can write like this, y minus y1, 1 minus 0 over minus 3 minus of minus 1, that's plus 1, equals to y minus, let's take one of a point, so let's take the first point, y minus 0 over x minus of minus 1, that's plus 1. So the slope of this line is 1 over minus 2, which is y over x plus 1. Now we can rewrite further, or we can leave it as it is. Let's make it a recross. So x plus 1 equals to minus 2y. So if we need to write in the standard form of equation of a line, we can rewrite x plus 2y plus 1 equals to 0. So x plus 2y plus 1 equals to 0 is the image of a line. Y equals to 2x plus 1 when it is rotated through 90 degree about the origin. So in general, to find the image of a given line when it is rotated through an angle theta with a center of rotation 0, 0, find the image of any 2 points on the line. So using that image, you can find the equation of image of a given line. Then the other one, when the center of rotation is different from the origin, when the center of rotation is a, b. Even it works for when the center of rotation is the origin. If the center of rotation is the origin, meaning a, b will be 0, 0, 0, 0. So let R be a rotation through angle theta about a point a, b. If rotation through theta x, y equals to x prime, y prime, then the image of x, that's x prime equals to a plus x minus a cos theta minus y minus b sine theta, where a, b is the center of rotation, theta is angle of rotation, and y prime equals to b plus x minus a sine of theta plus y minus b cos theta. So we can use this formula to find the image of a point, a line and a circle when it is rotated through angle theta about a point of rotation a, b. Okay, so find the image of point 1, comma 2 when it is rotated through pi over 2 in radian measure about the center of rotation 2, comma 3. This is an angle theta which is in radian. So to find the image of a point A, what's given a center of rotation A, comma B is 2, comma 3. And angle of rotation theta equals to pi over 3 in radian. So degree measure of pi over 2 is 90 degree. So to find the image of a point A when it is rotated through pi over 2 about 2, comma 3, we'll use the above formula. X prime equals to A plus X minus A cos theta minus Y minus B sin theta, where X and Y are these values. X and Y are these values. So, what is the value of X prime? X prime equals to 2 plus X is 1 minus 2 cos 90 degree minus what's Y? That is 2 minus B is 3, then sine of 90 degree. So it's easy to find X prime because sine of 90 is 1 and cos of 90 degree is 0. So X prime equals to 2 plus cos 90 degree is 0. So this is 0. Then here we have 2 minus 3, that's minus 1. Minus 1 times this minus is plus. So 1 times sine of 90 degree is also 1. So X prime equals to 2 plus 1, which is 3. So the image of 1 after it is rotated through pi over 2 about 2, comma 3 is 3. Similarly, what is Y prime? Y prime equals to B plus X minus A sine of theta plus Y minus B cos theta. This is the formula. So Y prime equals to B is the Y coordinate at the center of rotation, that is 3 plus X minus A is 1 minus 2 sine of theta. Theta is angle of rotation 90 degree plus Y, that is 2 minus 3 cos 90 degree. Cos 90 degree is 0, so this value is generally 0. Therefore, Y prime equals to 3. Then 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 1 times sine of 90 degree, it's 1. So it's minus 1. Therefore, Y prime equals to 2. Therefore, the image of a given point, the image is, what is X prime? It is 3, then comma. What is the image of Y? That's Y prime, it is 2. So to find the image of any point when it is rotated through angle theta about a center of rotation A, comma B, we can apply this formula. Then example 4, find the image of a circle x minus 1 the whole square plus y square equals to 25 when it is rotated through theta equals to pi over 3 in radian measure about 2, 1. Here, the image of a circle after rotation is also a circle. The only difference is the position of a given circle. So to find the image of a circle, it's enough to find only the image of a center of a circle. So what is the center of a circle here? Center of a circle. The center of this circle equals to 1, then comma 0. Here it is x minus 1 the whole square plus y square equals to 25. So center of a circle is 1, 0. And the radius equals to the square root of 25. That is 5. So it's enough to find the image of center of a circle 1, 0 when it is rotated through theta. Therefore, we have now a point 1, 0 which is the center, and a center of rotation theta equals to pi over 3. In radian it is 60 degree, comma, and the center of rotation A, B is equal to 2, 1. So what is x prime? That is A plus x minus A cos theta minus y minus b sine of theta. So x prime equals to, what is A? A is a coordinate of x at the center of rotation, that is 2 plus x minus A, that is 2 minus x minus A is 1 minus 2, that is minus 1, cos 60 degree, minus, what is y minus b? That is 0 minus 1, minus 1 sine of 60 degree. Therefore, x prime equals to 2, cos 60 degree is 1 over 2, so 1 over 2 times minus 1 is minus 1 over 2. Minus of minus 1 is plus 1, and the sine of 60 is the square root of 3 over 2. Now we can simplify this. X prime equals to 2 minus 1 over 2 is 3 over 2. So 3 over 2 plus the square root of 3 over 2. That is 3 plus the square root of 3 over 2. That is x prime. Similarly, we'll find y prime now. Y prime equals to b plus x minus a sine of theta plus y minus b cos theta. So we have the value of b, that is a coordinate at a center of rotation, that's 1. Therefore, y prime equals to 1, then plus, what is x minus a? X minus a implies, we have here x, a is here, which is 2. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1 sine of 60 degree, then plus y minus b. Y is 0 minus 1, that is minus 1 cos 60 degree. Therefore, y prime equals to 1. Sine of 60 is the square root of 3 over 2, so it is minus the square root of 3 over 2. And cos 60 degree is 1 over 2 times minus 1. That's minus 1 over 2. So after simplification, y prime will be equal to 1 minus 1 over 2 is 1 over 2. So minus 3 over 2. That's 1 minus the square root of 3 over 2. Now we have x prime and y prime. What are these values indicates? X prime and y prime indicates that the image of a center of a circle, that is the image of 1, 0. Now we have the image of 1, 0 when it is rotated through 60 degree about a center of rotation 2, 1. So the image of a given circle is a circle with center x prime, y prime, and the radius equals to 5. Therefore, the image of a circle x minus, what is x prime? 3 plus the square root of 3 over 2. So minus 3 minus the square root of 3 over 2, the whole square. Then plus, this one is 3 plus the square root of 3 over 2, but when we make it x minus, so this negative will multiply each, minus 3 minus the square root of 3 over 2 plus y minus these values. So if we subtract these values, it will be minus 1 plus the square root of 3 over 2 the whole square equals to the radius the whole square. What is the radius? It's 5. So 5 square equals to 25. So this is the image of a given circle when it is rotated through theta equals to pi over 3 about 2, 1. So here, what is the main point? To find image of a circle after it is rotated through theta about the center of rotation 2, 1 or any point, take a center of a circle and find its image. So the image of a circle is a circle with that point with the same radius. So now there are exercises for you. Find the image of a point 2, 1 when it is rotated through 90 degrees about the origin. Here we have a center of rotation that is 0, 0 and angle of rotation theta which is 90 degrees. So find the image of this. So use the formulas to find the image of this, then finally check your answer. The answer is minus 2, 1. Then another exercise, find the image of y equals to 2x plus 5 after rotating through 45 degrees through a center of rotation 1, 0. So to find the image of a line y equals to 2x plus 1 after rotating through 45 degrees, take any 2 points on this line and find the image of that point. So to find the image of a straight line, use that 2 points. Similarly, find the image of a circle x minus 1 the whole square plus y plus 2 the whole square equals to 9. So to find the image of this circle, find the image of the center only. The center of that circle is obtained from this. First find the center of the circle, then find the image of that point when it is rotated through 120 degrees about 0, 2. Then the image of a circle is equivalent with this equation. So you can check your answer. But don't forget that when you are finding the trigonometric values of 120 degrees, because it is an obtuse angle, so take care about the sign of its trigonometric value. Okay, so we have seen about rotation. Rotation is a rigid transformation that maps line to a line, point to a point, and it preserves distance because rotation is one of a rigid transformation. So if R be a rotation through angle theta about the point AB, if the center of rotation is AB, then if the rotation through theta is, if the rotation through angle theta at a point AB, which is the center of rotation, is x prime y prime, so the image of x, y can be obtained by x prime equals to a plus x minus a cos theta, where theta is angle of rotation, minus y minus b sine of theta, and y prime is equal to b plus x minus a sine of theta plus y minus b cos theta. So we can use these formulas to find the image of a point x, y when it is rotated through angle theta about a point a comma b. So this is all about the lesson. See you next time.